So how important is the law of detachment? Well, I'll tell you, I had a guy who reached out to me the other day. He messaged me and he's like, Jonathan, I'm trying to manifest. And he's like, I can't seem to manifest. Manifestation isn't working. And that makes absolutely zero sense. Like, manifestation, it's not manifestation isn't working. And it's because people are looking at it from a total different perspective. People are looking at it from the wrong perspective. And the law of detachment is the main reason for this. It's one of the main reasons for people looking at it from the wrong way. The whole reason you aren't manifesting, the whole reason you aren't attracting what you want into your life is literally down to you not following the law of detachment. And well, at a baseline, it's as simple as, you forget about the thing and it just beats attracted to you. Not necessarily. You forget about a lot of things. You don't care about a lot of things. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be attracted to you, does it? So let's deep dive into the law of detachment and how it actually works. So the first thing you need to understand about the law of detachment is it's all linked with the thoughts you hold in your mind. When you are constantly thinking of something it is that you want, you don't even know that you're actually distancing yourself from that thing more than ever. As in, someone who is used to attracting a lot of money, they aren't focused directly on that money that they are going to attract because they know it's going to be attracted to them anyways. They have no stress. They're not worried about it. It's like, yeah, that's nothing. Whatever, €1 million, whatever. I'm just going to attract that like it's nothing. It's going to be in my bank account. It's cool. Let me not focus on that. That's going to land in my bank account. So what's happening there? They're operating off the vibration of the person who can attract €1 million. It's not something that they overly obsess about. It's something that they know is confirmed in their reality to happen. Manifestation in a way is timeline jumping. You have multiple decisions you make every single day in life, as small as you picking up a pencil and putting it down, and as big as you choosing to go to college or not go to college. These things all have an impact on your timeline that you choose to live in, okay? Now, when you decide to jump into a timeline of the person it is that you want to be, because you're always manifesting. People think that manifesting is something you actively do. It's not. Everyone's manifesting. Doesn't mean that they're manifesting the life that they necessarily want, but they are manifesting the life it is that they are manifesting, if that makes sense to you, okay? When you want to attract something into your reality, you have to know that it is guaranteed to happen to you. It's not a question. It's not you. You have to, yes, you can't lie to your subconscious mind. You can lie to it. You can literally say, in a way, you can convince your subconscious mind that that thing is going to happen in your reality. You are going to attract that thing. You are the person who is now attracting that thing. And every single minute, every single hour, every single day, every single month that goes by, it's just a minute, an hour, a day, or month closer to you attracting that thing. You have to understand that every single good and every single bad thing that happens to you is all just a part of the process of you manifesting that thing that you desire. Now, you'll notice that when you think of that thing that you are constantly trying to manifest, you are putting a resistance barrier against it. Let's say if I'm in the gym and I come across a beautiful woman at the gym. If someone's going to approach her, they'll walk up and they'll make a joke. So I'll walk up and make a joke. I'll be like, oh, what's up? I'll be like, this, that, and the third. Oh, I see you here every day, blah, blah, blah. Something small. I don't overthink it. I don't care about it. I just go up and talk to her like it's nothing in my life. Now, why would a guy struggle to approach that beautiful woman? They would struggle to approach that beautiful woman because they start overthinking it. They start thinking about, what may happen if this happens? What may happen if this? Maybe I'm not attractive enough. Maybe I'm not her type. Maybe this, that, and the third. This is exactly what's happening with you with manifesting. You want to manifest, let's say €5 million to be exact, and you have a look at your bank account, and your bank account does not even have more than 10 grand in it. You're like, how am I going to get to €5 million? You're having a look at where you're living. Maybe you're living in not the best area. You're still living in the country you were born in and you want to move to another country. You're like, these things aren't telling me that I'm going to manifest €5 million. So I'm thinking about the €5 million I want to manifest, and now my mind is coming up with doubtful thoughts, looking at my physical world around you. Bun that. Fuck all that. You don't need any of that. Do you get me? What you need to know is it is confirmed that you are going to get that thing. Let the universe respond to your frequency. Let the universe respond to your vibration. When you'll notice something with people who manifest so effortlessly, whatever it be, whether this be money, whether this be a beautiful wife, say if you're a woman, a great husband. I was going to say a beautiful husband, that sounded a bit zesty, do you get me? We ain't going there. But that's exactly what I'm talking. It's effortless. They don't care about it. It's something so, and this is one thing that I noticed when I started hanging around rich people much wealthier than me. I noticed how little they made a big deal out of large sums of money, how little they made a big deal out of that expensive dinner, because it was so normal to them. It was normalized in life. When something's not normal to you, you put it on a pedestal and you put a resistance barrier in between you and that thing, and you don't even realize that you're putting a resistance barrier between that thing. So that guy who basically reached out to me and said, Jonathan, I can't manifest that thing that I want. I know exactly why you can't manifest that thing that you want. Because you're so focused on it in your mind, you aren't willing to accept that it is guaranteed to happen to you. I'm not worried about it. This is how I've used manifestation to my example. For those of you who don't know, I've to my advantage. For those of you who don't know, I quit my job 2 years ago. I'm age of 21. I quit my job when I'm 19. I had a social media marketing business when I quit school. I do investing and trading with stocks and crypto. That's how I make my money, okay? When I quit school, I knew that I was going to be an entrepreneur. I knew that I was going to make my own money. I knew for certain that I was going to travel to different countries. I didn't know how. I didn't know what would happen to me. I didn't know what challenges I would go through. I didn't know when the payments would come through. I didn't know any of this type of stuff. All I knew was that I was going to be in other countries enjoying my life, making money online. That's what I knew. And how I knew that was because every single morning I would do a manifestation meditation. In the first summer that I left school, every single morning I would do a manifestation meditation where I put myself in my mind in the place it is that I want to be. And I'm thinking to myself, I can't wait to experience this thing. I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to be in that country and experience that thing. It's not a question of maybe, oh, how am I going to get there? This doesn't make any sense. My parents, my friends, my bank account, my current job. I was working a job at the moment in a hotel where I was making like €11, €12 an hour. Nothing in my reality was telling me that I was going to end up in Dubai, Thailand, Bali, Croatia, all of these different countries that I traveled to within last year. Nothing in my reality was telling me that. But it still ended up happening to me, because I knew that it was going to happen. So when I knew in my mind that it was going to happen, it was guaranteed to happen, I started acting like the person it was that was going to achieve these things. So what I started doing was I was working on my social media marketing business. Okay, it took me a month and a half to get my first client. Keep in mind, this whole time I was investing in stocks. I was learning trading and all these different things. While I was doing all of these actions in my physical world, I had in my mind knowing it was going to work out. I didn't know when it was going to work out. I didn't know how it was going to work out. All I was worried about was acting every single day on that thing, knowing that it was going to work out. Okay? Was I focused? When you focus directly on the outcome, your mind will do, and this is a natural human thing because we are programmed. You are programmed from a young age. Your subconscious mind is programmed from a young age to think like everyone else, to have the same ideas as everyone else. Your teachers, your parents, they have their ideas from the system around them. This matrix system that was set up by the families and the people, the elites who run this world, they want your mind indoctrinated. They don't want you tapping into your spiritual abilities, because manifestation is a spiritual ability. It is you understanding you are the universe and the universe is you. You are directly connected with everything around you. And the vibration that you are operating off is exactly what you are going to attract into your reality. Your perspective of reality, what reality shows you, is an absolute reflection of yourself. And what you show yourself is an absolute reflection of reality. It goes in both ways. This is exactly how the karmatic laws work as well. When you do some good to people, forget about money. Money's not involved in this. When you do something good for a person, you help an old woman cross the road. That feels really, really good to you. Why does that make you feel really good? Can't speak today for some reason. That makes you feel really good because you made that person feel good. It's karmatic law. You do good to them, good comes back to you. What you do, what you put out is what you get back. You'll always hear what you put in is what you get out. That's not necessarily true at all, because you could be working on the wrong thing. When you are going with your purpose, you know that you are working on the right thing, that it's every single thing that you are working on is a part of your manifestation journey, whether you don't see results from it. Let's say, for example, with my first business, now I don't have my social media marketing business anymore. I do trading and investing full time now. But let's say when I had my social media marketing business, I was on LinkedIn, I was running ad campaigns and all of these things, and I would be continuously sending connections out on LinkedIn every single day. I would be continuously running these ad campaigns, and sometimes a doubt would creep into my mind, and I'm thinking, this is so useless. This is so pointless. This ad campaign that I'm running, barely anyone's seen it. But that's not the point. The point is, out of me running multiple ad campaigns, where let's say 500 people see my ad, 500 people see that first ad, I don't see results. 500 people see the second ad, I don't see results. 500 people see the third ad, I don't see results. The fourth ad, 500 people see it. One individual gets back to me. I get one client from that. Smooth sailing. Throughout that process of me running them ad campaigns, and I'm just using this as an example, use this as an example for everything you're going through in life. From this process of me running the ad campaigns, I knew in my mind this was all part of the process. Now, how many individuals would start the process, they'd be focused on the direct outcome, and they don't see any proof in their physical reality of their manifestation coming to life, and they just give up immediately. This is exactly why people are programmed in the way that they're programmed. Every good and every bad thing that happens to you is exactly part of your journey. It's meant to happen to you. It's exactly part of you getting there. You know, when a bad thing happens to you, you think in the moment, you're all emotional and you're like, this is horrible. How could this bad thing happen to me? I'm the victim, blah, blah, blah. And about a couple months later, maybe a year later, maybe a couple years later, you realize the lesson that you learned from that thing. You realize exactly why you went through that thing and how it actually had a more positive outcome on your life a lot of the time than it did a negative outcome on your life. And this is the thing with us. We think that because when you're actively manifesting, you think that everything's meant to go perfectly, that everything's meant to be attracted to you, money's meant to end up in your account next week. It doesn't work in that type of way. It's a whole process. But when you understand that what you are manifesting is guaranteed to happen to you, you are guaranteed to get that thing or go to that place, that is a guarantee, and every single thing that happens from now on, not tomorrow, not next week, now when you're watching this video, every single thing that happens is directly a form of that process, no matter how bad it seems in the present moment. No matter how terrible it seems, whether this be someone passing away, whether this be you going through a breakup, whatever it is, you losing your home, it is all part of the same thing. You'll hear a lot of manifestation stories where people will hit rock bottom, the worst of the worst. They go homeless or something happens to them, and that's exactly when their life changed for the better. Because they knew in their mind that the thing that they wanted was guaranteed to happen to them. Okay? And that's simply broken down the law of detachment. It's detaching from you focusing on the direct outcome directly, because your mind will start looking in the physical world around you for reasons for why that thing can't happen. You just have to know in your mind that it's going to happen and detach from it. Detach from it. You already know. It's like someone turns around to you. Someone turns around to me and they're like, oh, Jono, where is it? Did you want to be? Oh, I'm going to be getting this. I'm going to be here. Oh, but hang on a sec, Jono. Your bank account, your situation right now, this doesn't make any sense. How are you going to get? Oh, I don't know, but it's guaranteed going to happen to me. It's mad, isn't it? And then you start laughing. You're on this high vibration. It's like, yeah, it's mad. It's going to happen to me. And the other person can't comprehend it because other people don't think in this way. Other people don't think in this way. Other people go off what their physical world tells them. And the thing is with this, that's not how it works. Everything around you is a thought that has been brought to a reality. Before a thought has been brought to a physical reality, everybody will say it's impossible. If someone turned around to you 100 years ago and said 100 years from now, you would have two devices where one person on one side of the planet can talk to another person on the other side of the planet, they'd laugh in your face and say, yeah, go on, get on with your day. Why is that? Because that thought hasn't been brought to a physical reality. Their mind can't comprehend it. This is the exact same with manifestation. Stop worrying about what other people think of you. Stop worrying about what other people think of your manifestation. It's your manifestation. It's what you know is going to happen in your reality. If you know it's going to happen in your reality, there is not one being here that can affect that thing. When you know it's guaranteed going to happen to you, just enjoy the journey. Enjoy the good that happens to you and enjoy the bad that happens to you. Accept it for what it is and just accept that that thing is guaranteed to happen to you. So hopefully this video gives you a good understanding of what the law of detachment is. If you want to join my VIP community, the link is in my bio. If you want to join my public group, the link is in my bio. So they're all on my YouTube profile and all of my socials are there as well. And again, guys, know that is going to happen to you.